We've got a chance. 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 Welcome. Good evening. It's Rich here, Eagle Eyed Football, and this is our Spurs preview. We've got my boy JT James Taylor, massive Spurs fan, alongside. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Can't complain. I'm good. Football's back this weekend. You know, international breaks a little bit. Yeah.
So, no. Don't kill the vibe. International break has been fantastic.
I don't know about that. We'll get into it. I don't know about that.
I mean, to be fair, we've picked up an injury as well. Like Jeffrey Schlupp, we've lost him in the international break as well. But not as many as you have, though. But we will get into it, like you said. Big up to everyone who's in the chat already. You know what? Drop a like on the show from now, guys. Really appreciate that. Drop your questions in the comments, but don't forget, I will be dropping the link in if you want to call in, have your say on anything that we've discussed or to do with the game on the weekend. Love to hear from you. I titled this, we've had a chance. We've got a chance. But you know what? Let's talk about Spurs. I'm going to give you the platform first and foremost. Talk about the season so far.
Whoa. I can be letting a lot of people know, top of the league, as you can. But no, to be honest, listen. After the way summer was going, obviously last time I was on was for the season preview, wasn't it? And all the talk was about obviously Harry Kane. Is he staying? Is he going? And whatnot? And what we should do about that situation. He's still here, so that's the main thing. He's still with us. He seems committed. So he's saying at the moment. And yeah, I think having that boost of him not actually going anywhere, it's kind of galvanized the team a little bit. Everyone seems quite together right now at the club. So start off to Man City, that's obviously probably the hardest opening fixture you can probably have. And defensively, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what Dyer and Sanchez are doing, but I don't know what Nuno's got them doing in training. But mate, they've been looking really good, man. So we haven't conceded the goal yet. It's definitely gonna happen this weekend now. But yeah, we haven't conceded the goal yet. Yeah, we've been grinding out results, and again, I'm not going to get to the whole Jose thing, but we started like that under Jose. We were grinding out results and stuff, but what we're doing now is we're seeing games out, whereas before we maybe concede a late goal maybe and end up drawing or falling apart. But these 3 games so far, yes, okay, Man City, Wolves, decent teams, man. I think they were decent teams. The Watford game, I'd expect us to maybe picking up 3 points at home. But still, we ground it out. Like, they're all tricky games. All 3 of those teams have given other teams problems so far early on. But we've picked up maximum points, and we're the only team to do so. So that's a bonus. Yeah, I've got no complaints so far. If I was nitpicking, maybe I'd want Ndombele to be integrated a bit more. But we'll get onto that because he's probably going to get his chance now this weekend through various other reasons. But we'll see. But yeah, this togetherness is good. It's a good start, man. It's better than expected. Let's put it that way.
Fair dude. Let me just address the comments. Rush is always up here with the popcorn gang. We're here, man. We're here. George here, hoping for the win, but also says expect to win now. I'm optimistic. I'm highly optimistic now through circumstances, which we'll get into anyway. Big up Dollar, always supporting. Here we go. Same with Hamza. Love the support, guys. And obviously there's support and love for you as well there, James. JT, I need the lowdown for fantasy. It's on playing. It's on playing.
Bro, it's a major doubt right now. I'm not gonna lie. I've got him in my team too, so I'm probably taking him out. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm probably taking him out. I'm gonna free
that is great news.
I'm gonna free that.
Great news for us. Big up Sean. Hoping Son is out, but he seems okay. I'm hoping he's out too. I am hoping he is out too. No word of a lie. What's good, guys? Just found out this channel. I appreciate that. And whoever's obviously recommended this channel, send them my thanks, man. Yeah, really churning out Palace content, and most importantly, just love talking to fans. We've been hit with a mad 18 months of COVID, where we used to just naturally just go to the pub, have a chit chat. You know what I mean? And this is now the platform, man, to have those conversations. We're not going to agree on everything as fans, we never do, but at least we can have that civil conversation. But big up to you, CJ. And he also says a 2-1 Palace win. Absolutely, it does sound good. So, listen, Comment section is absolutely popping off today, and I love it. Thoughts on this? I reckon Spurs actually miss Jose.
I miss Jose. I was going to say, I miss Jose. That's me.
Is it because Nuno's just not it, or like what is it?
No, listen. Nuno, he's a nice guy. He's a good guy. To me, he's a bit like a Poch. He's a people person. Like, he seems like a really nice guy. All the players probably get on with him really well, and whatnot. It's just my whole thing is taking Tottenham to that next level, just that slight step up. Again, someone like Jose, his CV speaks for itself. He's been there, done it worldwide. He knows how to win. You understand? And managers like Poch and the Nunos, they're very good, but do they have that final little spark to put it over the line? And that's what I fear. That's all. But you never know. So far, so good. Certain players that weren't performing under Jose are clearly performing under Nuno. So yeah, man. We'll see how it goes.
Cool. Big up Nate, who is supporting. Best chance we have to get more than a point at Sellers, and I totally agree. This is our best chance. Big up LT Nation. Got Gallagher for this week. Yep. I don't blame you if that's for your fantasy. I don't blame you putting him in. He's been brilliant. Don't listen, he's gonna have to use his wild card already, week 3. Was it week 4 actually? Wild card already,
Oh yeah, week 4. Yeah. I used mine last week. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used mine last week, but I'm doing all right though. I'm up there. I'm doing decent still.
Fair dues. I couldn't commit to it this year, man. Things are busy, boy. I won't even lie to you. Breaking news from JT. No son. Let's get into it. I'm gonna give my perspective of Spurs, and then I'd like you to give your perspective of Palace afterwards. LT Nation says here, Gallagher's on form like differently. He's been superb. And Hamza, we're going to get onto that later in the show. Absolutely. You know what? Personally, I feel a lot of people say that you've not been playing well, which I agree. But when you're winning matches, nobody cares. And I think along the way, you're going to have to win some games ugly. You've just started off that way. So hopefully, I guess for you guys, you would hope that Nuno finds a way to win well. And this is why I've got hope, because that game against Wolves, you deserved nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I understand.
Like, they were all over you. But it means nothing if you can't put the ball in the back of the net. You know what I mean? So I don't think you should be disheartened. It's great that you're top of the league. But you have to find a way of playing better or dominating games, in my opinion. And I just hope it doesn't start on Saturday, personally. But yeah, I think you'll be fine under Nuno.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Wolves game, how they didn't score, I really don't know. But that's been their theme for the season, hasn't it? The United game, they didn't deserve to lose that. They lost that. But late on, I think we come on strong late, and in the Wolves game, yes, Wolves did dominate for large parts of that game. But late on, we had a few chances where we could have scored two more maybe, and killed it off, but we didn't. So I get what you mean. You're definitely, I think, on the weekend gonna have patches where you guys need to capitalize on that. If you guys score, then it's going to be a different thing for Tottenham now. We don't know what we're like when we go behind yet this season. We've had 3 games. We're led in all of them and haven't conceded yet. So we don't know what it's like. So let's see now. Yeah, if you guys do manage to put it in the net before us, let's see now how we respond. And it might change. I don't know. So yeah, it's a very interesting game this weekend. Very, very interesting. Early kickoff. Anything can happen anyway in those early kickoffs. Yeah. It's always that fixture where you think, one team's always anything can happen in an early kickoff because of that nature of it. And Sellers Park is a bit of a bogey ground for Spurs anyway. I'm going to put that out there. Palace away for me is not a comfortable fixture. Let me put it that way. You guys, was it last season? In your keeper, like he had a blinder.
He pulled off save after save.
And then the week after, he let in how many against Liverpool? He let in like 6, 7 against Liverpool. I was thinking, what's going on, man? But against us, listen, I've never seen him. To be fair, he was saving everything. So
to be fair, we need VG to be back on that sort of form, boy, because he's been a bit shaky.
Okay. He'll have a blinders.
He's a very good keeper, to be fair. Very good keeper. What's your thoughts on Palace so far, though?
Well, you guys, listen. I think you've done some excellent business. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like in terms of like bringing in young talent, you guys are scooping up players left, right, and centre. That I know a lot of clubs had their eye on. A lot of people thought, "Oh, these are prospects," and you guys are getting them in. So I think the future's looking very bright. Most definitely. Vieira, obviously, the only thing so far is maybe goal scoring. Getting the ball in the net in the league. But again, I think things like that, it's early days. Those things will come. If you guys get one, it's probably going to be the spark and the kick you need maybe to kick on a little bit. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Wilf. Anyone that knows me knows that. How he's not a Spurs yet, I don't know, but yeah.
Behave.
But yeah, man. Yeah, you guys got players, and again, you're addressing the whole goal scoring thing. You got Edouard, wasn't it, from Celtic? And
that
again,
brings up this question.
I do feel Edouard. I think he's decent. Obviously, it's yet to see what you're doing somewhere like the Prem. Obviously, Scotland, very different kettle of fish to the Premier League, most definitely. But again, we'll see what he does. It's going to be his home debut and stuff. He's going to be up for it, no doubt. I'm sure. He wants to, stamp himself in the team straight away. So yeah, I do fear him, most definitely. It's Palace. End of the day, like I said, it's a banana skin for Tottenham every year. So I'm not expecting us to go out there and steamroll you by any means.
I love this.
Definitely.
Big up to Paul, fellow Spurs fan, actually. It's all about that Delhi goal. It was a good finish, to be fair. It was a good finish.
Listen.
No, moving on. I'm not reliving that. That wasn't filthy still. Tottenham owe us for selling us.
Oh wow, what listen, that's a blast on the past right there. Zeki Price, like, oh right. Hey, I don't know what happened with him, but yeah. Go into that.
Yeah, that's another thing we might have to move on quickly. We're better than Wolves. You know what? To an extent, I agree, but you know what? If Wolves can find their goal scoring form, they're going to be a problem, you know.
Yeah,
but then the same could be said for us. I think once we find that 15 goal a season striker, hopefully in Edouard now,
yeah,
and with the likes of Elise and Eze coming back,
mate,
we could be a problem.
Dangerous front three, mate. Dangerous.
This is it. We got Hennessy and goal versus Spurs last season. We would have held a 4 minimum. Absolutely. I think Palace should have sold Zaha to proper rebuild. That's an interesting topic. But the project we're building right now is probably what's keeping Zaha here too.
Yeah.
You know, like we've got players around him now, and there's no longer I feel a reliance on Wilf. You know, so it's looking good for us. Hopefully, we continue and we go to bigger and better things. You know, I'm really appreciating all the comments in this comment section, guys. Very interactive show today. He's not at Spurs because Levy's allergic to spending money.
Well, that kind of money, yeah. The money that you don't want for Wolf, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Hamza says, JT, get ready. Arsenal coming for Tottenham.
Listen. Hamza.
No, he's trolling. Don't bite. He's trolling.
I hear that no one Arsenal in this chat. Yeah. Arsenal's not relevant right now. You understand? They've got a relegation 6-pointer to deal with this weekend. So yeah,
huge game for them. Right now, it's looking like we have almost a stronger lineup than Kane FC.
Mate, listen. Should we get into the team? Should we get into the injury stuff now, or do you wanna?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the managers.
No, go on.
Yeah, let's discuss the managers because you know what and then we'll talk about the injuries because that's massive. We were looking at Nuno. Okay. We were very close to getting Nuno.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
And obviously, there must have been things that fell down regarding contract talks or demands. There was rumors about obviously him wanting Adama Traore and so on and so forth. So I don't know what went wrong, but you've obviously got him. What would you say are the positives that he's brought to your club?
Like I said before, I think the main thing is probably the man management side of things, getting the feel good feeling back at the club. Back to Jose again. Sorry to keep bringing him in, but again, I think his style is it's a Marmite style, isn't it? Either you love it or you hate it, kind of thing. And it doesn't resonate with every player. Some players respond really well to it. Others, no, they take it as disrespect, or they go back into their shell. They're scared to make mistakes, and it just affects their game. So Nuno's come in, and I can just tell the atmosphere is different in terms of just what seems to be happening in the club. And to be fair to Nuno, like, he's had a lot to deal with. As a manager coming to a new team, he's had a lot to deal with, whether it be the Kane debacle going on in the media, Ndombele's stuff as well going on, starting off with against Man City and winning, having the whole Europa Conference to deal with and stuff and whatnot. He's had a lot on his plate to start off the season, and he's taken it all in his stride. You haven't seen him getting flustered in press conferences. You haven't seen him, having a dig at whoever. Obviously, we just had this debacle now with our Argentinian players and our South American. Like, another thing added to it is like, what's going on? Like, but I'm impressed with him. I'm happy with him. I think he's doing well. Again, it's very early days. Like, I'm not one to get carried away. But it's for the start, it's much better than expected by far. I was not expecting this. I would have been happy with 3 points out of 3 games, to be fair. With that opening set of fixtures. Wolves away, I wasn't expecting nothing from that. City at home, wasn't really expecting nothing from that. And then the Watford game is the one game I probably would have targeted and said, okay, let's try and get 3 points from that. But 3-4 points out of the first 3 games I would have been happy with. And we've got it was 9 points. So it's a good start, man. I'm happy with him so far, definitely.
Like, obviously with PV, the Chelsea game, obviously, they're the champions of Europe. It was always going to be difficult. But I think since then, we've seen a gradual increase in our performance each game, to the point where now the West Ham game, our second half there was unreal. First half, we were really bad. And what we have seen to notice with Patrick is that if something's not working, he's willing to change it. Okay. Something we're not used to. No slander on Roy, but Roy might leave it 70, 80 minutes. You know what I mean? Against West Ham second half, got the fullbacks high up. We were a completely different side. And with the acquisitions we've brought in, it's great that we've been able to get those wing backs high, because we know we've got the security defensively, and then in the attacking third, when everyone's fit, we've got a problem on our hands. A good problem. And I don't think we've had that problem before. We've got a very, very good problem. I wouldn't want to be Patrick having to pick the side, because they're all going to be fighting for spaces. And even those who might be even on the cusp, on the fringes, they're going to want to think, oh my gosh, I need to work harder, which can only benefit the club, in my personal opinion. But I don't think I've asked you this. Where do you think Palace will finish?
It's a tricky one. That range of teams from like 12th, even not, maybe even like 13th to like 7th is a tight little cluster, to be fair. And you lot are kind of on the cusp of that. Again, if your attacking players all click, and you guys do, you guys do stay injury free and keep on kicking on, then I think you can finish top 10. I think there's a chance of it. Like, again, you haven't got any European commitments. It depends what you do in the cups, how serious you take those. But if you guys can get Selhurst Park as a fortress again, kind of thing, and be winning your home games mainly, I think you guys, you can finish top 10. An easy mid-table finish. I don't think you guys will flirt with relegation at all. I don't think that's going to happen, judging by what the talent you've brought in and whatnot. It's just injuries is what's going to maybe hold you back, if there's anything. And so I think top 10 best case scenario. Slightly lower than that should be on par for you guys, I feel. But it's early. It's hard to tell. It's early days so far. Big things are going to transpire this season. Where I think having fans back is a major thing.
It's huge.
People are underestimating a lot. So again, that home form of teams is going to be really important, and we're going to see some teams kick on a lot with their home games at least and whatnot. So
I mean, with your stadium, you're doing quite well considering it's an NFL stadium. So.
We're going to see the NFL money. It's all right. We're going to see the NFL money.
Obviously, I've spoken to you about Kane's behavior over the summer, but for the people in the chat and the people view, what's your thoughts?
I was upset. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not like how he conducted himself at all. Obviously he's gonna go on to be a club legend, but the way he kind of had he gone to City the way it was all transpiring, then he would have definitely tainted that a little bit for Tottenham fans. We're not silly. The majority of Tottenham fans will say, listen, we understand. Like he's a world class striker, the best in the world to me. And yeah, at the end of his career, he might want to look back and say, you know what, I didn't win any major honours and whatnot. And staying at Tottenham, he's probably got less chance of winning those honours than if he went to a team like Man City. But it's just the nature of it. If he come out and made a statement saying, you know what, guys, I feel like I've given my all for Spurs. This is my chance to maybe kick on and move on somewhere else. Then we might have been like, you know what, okay, do his thing. City pay the money, happy days, whatever, we get what we do. Thank you, Kane. Give him a clap and we move on. But to not turn up for training and stuff like that and to be playing all those kind of games and using the media, no, man, you don't need to do all that, mate. You don't need to do all that. I think with him though, it's his brother's his agent apparently, and there's a lot of talk about how it's his brother that was manipulating things.
I don't know if this is true, but I think he got rid of him now.
Yeah, I've heard something about that. But yeah, he's giving things over a little bit, which probably needed to happen because man, it was weird how it got conducted. It was very weird. It's tied in with Sky. Every summer, Sky Sports tried to sell Kane. I believe it's for clicks. Personally, I think it is. Yeah, man, they want the clicks.
Welcome to our world.
Well, it's
because every summer, I think this is probably the first transfer window we've not heard about Wilf leaving.
Well, there you go. Because Kane was dominating it. Everything was Kane. You see what I mean? In a summer where Messi, Ronaldo, Lukaku all went, the main summer talk was all Kane, and then all those big moves all happened towards the end of the window. So it was a weird one. So yeah, man, I didn't like the way he conducted himself at all. I didn't like it. But part of me thinks it wasn't him orchestrating that. It was someone saying to him, "This is what we're gonna do," and you just go with it. And yeah, it didn't work out clearly, which I'm happy for. And he's still there. Yeah, and to be honest, it's a tricky one because of his age, his injury history, and whatnot. And again, because of what Tottenham are trying to achieve, we're not like certain other clubs where we're going to be selling to rivals or selling to teams in and around us. We're trying to kick on to be better, if not level with those teams. So selling to Man City in a summer where they got Grealish as well, I see a lot of other fans of other teams laughing. Why is that funny? Because you want City to dominate like that, really and truthfully, like Grealish and Kane in a COVID summer, 250 million on two players. It's like you might as well bring in a Super League, then everyone gets a chance to every year. You see what I mean? You might as well do it because you can't have one team dominate like that, man. So I'm really glad that that we put our foot down and said, no, you got 3 years left in your contract. You can't just choose and decide when you want to play for us or not. If City come with what we value as, then we can talk. If not, you do what you're doing. You sit down and play football.
Absolutely. Let's move on to the main section as to why we've got a big chance now. Obviously, we've got the one injury that I'm aware of, which is Jeffrey Schlupp. I was watching the Ghana game as well, and just saw him pull his hamstring. I was just like, great. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, that doesn't help. You know what I mean? But then YOLO, and you can tie this in with obviously the debacle in Brazil, because I literally thought, oh snap, Argentina, Brazil. I literally just remembered, so I switched on, and there's all I see is there's a stoppage. I'm like, what's going on? What's happened?
Well, it all started with that. So from that happened, I should have known it was going to be a crazy international break. That wasn't good for us. But that one again, it's a weird one. Like, first of all, when I saw obviously the international, obviously the South American qualifiers, and whatnot, a lot of clubs in the Premier League have South American players, and a lot of clubs, the bigger Liverpools of this world, were like, no, our players are not going. Like, we're not going to send them. They're not going. Tottenham now, I'm seeing Romero's going. Our big summer signing, central defender. We haven't really used him yet, and we've been okay. But still, £50 million on a player, and he hasn't started a game yet. But you're sending him off to internationals to play internationals in red list countries and whatnot. What's going on with that? Lo Celso, okay, again, he's a bit of a squad player, but still, we're sending him off to go. Sanchez has gone to Colombia, cool. But the Argentinians players to go there knowing the situation with COVID and the rules and regulations, to know they're going, and then to even be on the pitch for them the game to be stopped, and then talking about players getting arrested and deported and whatnot. I don't know. One, I don't know why Tottenham released him to go. I don't know what they're thinking. Number two, I don't know what the Argentinian FA are playing at. If they know that they're bending the rules or breaking the rules, what are you doing? Why do it? I understand. Like Argentina, Brazil is like one of them fixtures. It's like players want to play in that. I get it. But we've got to look at the times we're in. We've got to look at what's going on around, and it was just sort of a bit of a weird one, man, to me. Like, if you can't be lying on international documents and stuff and to be getting into the country and whatnot.
I heard all sorts of rumors that they were saying that they were in Estonia, and it was just like.
But they're international footballers. People are gonna know where they were. Like, understand what I mean? Like, what's going on, man? Like, you can't hide. Like, if it was me or you now, I could see you. Okay, man, no one's gonna really clock this work. But these men play for Premier League teams. Come on.
Literally, I'm only Aston Villa's #1 goalkeeper. No one's gonna know.
Come on, man. Crazy.
It is crazy. But you know what? I took a couple of hours to think about. Bro, what's going on? Because initially I was thinking, why would they wait for the game to start to actually do this? Wasn't the Argentina squad in Brazil for like 3 days? Then I thought, actually, hold on. Maybe the Brazil authorities were very conniving and thinking, if we wait till the game starts, maybe we can get 3 points out of this.
Yeah. I think, well, it's making an example as well, isn't it? I think they knew the camera, the spotlight will be on that. Let's show everyone, listen, hello, no one's going to flout the rules here, kind of thing. And they've got a rivalry as well, don't they? Argentina, Brazil, they've got a bit of attention there. So yeah. They probably wanted to make an example. They waited until the game started, and now we're going to get them. Yeah.
This is it. Santiago in the chat. Unpopular opinion: the international countries don't pay the players' wages, so they shouldn't demand the players' time like that. And you know what? Funny enough, because back in the day, managers would used to just tell the players you ain't got it.
Yeah, straight up.
That seems to have changed.
Yeah. There's a nicety about things now, which I don't get it. It's very true. Like, the clubs, they're paying the big wage for the players. It's more of a pride thing, I think, as well. Like, again, that fixture, I think, if it was any other real fixture, I don't really think it would have gone down like that. But because Argentina, Brazil, and again, Argentina have just won the Copa, so Brazil are a bit salty about that. Yeah. I think, a lot of those players want to be in and around the Argentinian national team right now, and they're not missing that for anything. And I heard a rumor about as well that Argentina was saying, if you don't come to this, then we might not get selected for future games and stuff. There was a rumor about they might get excluded, but I don't know how true that is. I don't know. I'm not Argentinian, so I'm not privy to that. But it's a weird situation, man, and it shouldn't have ever happened. To be honest, we should just said to them, "You're not going," and that's it. And get ready for Palace game, and they would have been playing.
This is it. Before we go into the final topic and then open up the phone lines, so 14 George says, unpopular opinion: Crystal Palace don't need to strengthen attacking positions right now and need to focus on midfield and right back. I think our midfield's all right. We've got 3 right backs. One of them just isn't fit yet. Nathan Ferguson, who's a very good player, just needs to get himself fit. I think we might be short in left back, to be honest. If I was going to look at any position, we ain't got much cover at left back because it's just Mitchell, and then obviously Hannon's in the under 23s and such. But if Mitchell goes down, it's going to be a lot to ask him to come up and do a job, But we'll see. We will see. Let's go into the lineup. So, say what you think your starting lineup will be. I'll do the same with Palace. Those in the chat, put in what you want the starting 11 to be, whether you're a Spurs fan or a Palace fan. Put in the chat what starting lineup you want to see on Saturday. So, Spurs, how do you think you'll line up? Or how do you want them to line up?
Well, it depends on these injuries, doesn't it? Really, truthfully. Now, I think Son and Bergwijn are major doubts from what I'm looking at and what I'm reading and stuff. I think Son and Bergwijn, best case scenario, Son's on bench, but I don't think he's going to play, to be fair. So from front to back, looking at obviously Lloris, Hugo should play in goal. Left back, Reguilon. So Reguilon, he's fine. Really good attacking left back. Defensively, he's been a little bit suspect towards the end of last season, but this season he seemed to get his form back, so he's doing well. Centre back, obviously, Dyer's definitely going to play now, but he's been doing well. I'm not going to slander him. He's been doing all right. So Dyer at centre back, regular left back. So in central defensive, Dyer, because Sanchez can't play because he's coming up from Colombian duty.
Oh, so Sanchez out as well.
I think Sanchez is out as well. I think. So it's fine though, because Jaffet Tatanga, he can play centre back. He's also centre back, so he could come from the right and play centre back next to Dyer. And then on the right, we obviously signed Emerson Royal, the Brazilian from Barca, and the Betis guy for Barca. So I reckon, put him in straight away. Let's see what he's about, really and truthfully.
I'm guessing you don't rate Doherty then.
Nah. Doherty could play, but I'd like to see Nuno take a gamble. Well, not even take a gamble. I like to see Nuno say, you know what, Emerson, let's go. Let's see what. And I don't see why we would have signed him if he had faith and confidence that Doherty could be stepping up and doing what he's doing, really and truthfully.
Just quickly before you finish off your squad, thoughts on Sergio Aurier?
I was sad to see him go, to be honest. I think he's a decent squad player. He's not the world's best right back, but he used to give his all for us. I'll give him that. He had a situation where his brother actually got murdered, and he still turned up to play for us next game. He was still coming to training. So I've got a lot of time for Serge, man. He can have them brain dead moments, but then everyone in our backline did and has had their moments as well. So to single him out and say that he was a problem, I don't think it's fair. Man, it was sad to see him go, especially terminating contracts and stuff. It's like, clearly he wasn't happy with life in and around London or wherever it was, and he wanted to go somewhere else. Rumors are he might go down the road, but we'll see how that goes. They can have him, but it is what it is, man. It's sad to see him go. I think he's a decent squad player. I rate him over Doherty. That's just my personal opinion.
So you reckon you're going to go for at the back?
I think so. I don't think he'll change it up any kind of way. Again, that's how we set up for the first 3 games. We've got three wins out of them. So why change it for this? Really and truthfully, I think Reguilon and Emerson, and Royal, they're very attacking wing backs. So if you guys are gonna be attacking with your wing backs, I think if we match you up like for like, then I think that can work out for us with the other players we've got. Midfield wise, obviously we got the Viking Højbjerg in there. Listen, that's one of our best players, man. Him, like he just he holds it down in that midfield, keeps it ticking over. Højbjerg should definitely start. Now this is where it becomes a bit shaky. Now, Oliver Skip, he picked up a bit of a groin issue against for the England under-21s. So he came off, but apparently it's not that bad. So apparently he's in contention. So he's one of the ones out of the injured guys that probably has the best chance of playing, from what I'm reading. So that'll be a big bonus if Skip can be in there with Højbjerg. Those two have been a major plus point for us this season so far. But if Skip is not fit, then Harry Winks will probably come in that position. Hasn't been the best, year or so for Winks, and that could definitely be a problem area for us, which you guys can exploit if Harry Winks is in there, I feel. So it's either him or Skip in the midfield. And then we get to Ndombele situation. Now he I don't know if you've seen pictures. He's dyed his hair blonde.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So I think he's ready. I think he's you know what? Let's go. Like change your hairstyle, change your mentality. Let's go. So you never know. Now I don't know if Nuno's going to put him in straight away. He might also start on the bench, but I think he'll feature. I think he'll have a cameo most definitely, whether he starts or comes on.
Yeah.
As well. So what's that? That's 3 in there. But if it's not him, I think he's got to play. To be honest, I think he's got to play.
You seem like you're quite short.
Not really, because we've got Ali as well. So if it's not him, so it's either midfield you've got Højbjerg, Winks or Skip, and you've got Ali or Ndombele. That's the midfield 3. Again, Ali's been not too bad this season. He's tracking back really well. His work rate's definitely up. He's adapted his game a bit more. He's getting more box to box, which is good to see. I think Ali might get the start. He's rested as well. He's fit. It might be Højbjerg, Winks, Ali. Then up top, obviously, Mr. Kane up front. Mora's probably going to start now. Most definitely that Son's out. But the wild card is one of our new signings, Mr. Bryan Gil, the Spanish youngster. Listen,
yes, he's tidy.
Baller. And I think that this could be his breakout game. I think he's had breakout games already where he's looked really good, but this one, I wouldn't be surprised if he got an assist or two. Most definitely this one. He's been ripping.
How much? Anyway, we'll go to your school protection. An assist or two.
Listen, Gil to Kane, right? Brian to Kane. You're gonna see the link up, mate. You're gonna see the link up. So yeah, I think it'll be those three up front. Yeah, Mora, Kane, and Gil. Bergwijn looks like he's out. Obviously, Son looks like he's probably going to be bench at best. But yeah, you never know. Nuno might spring a surprise and start Son, and Son might be all right. But right now, yeah, I think Hill, Kane, Mora up front.
Yeah, to be fair, I was going to ask about this. Like, Ndombele's ready because he dyed his hair, yeah?
What's that? Say that again? Sorry? If
Ndombele's ready because he dyed his hair.
Well, he's showing that it's a different, it's a new age. You say it's a different time. You understand? So you never know.
We'll wait and see. And yes, actually pronounced Hill, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the tang it.
Palace. We'll probably go VG and go. I think we'll go back to Wardy. Right back, centre back will be Gay and Anderson, who have been superb together. To be fair, Mitchell left back. I'd like to see Hughes, Maka, and Gallagher. As much as I like Coyote as like to break up play, his ability on the balls, yeah, it's not it. It's not it. And it seems like, unfortunately, Gyro seems to have like fallen down the pecking order, which is a bit mad. And then the front three, I wouldn't rush Elise back yet. So I'd go Saha left, Ayu on the right, even though I can't wait for someone to come in and take that spot from him. And then, I'll start with Edouard. Why not? Just throw him in there.
Yeah.
Throw him in there. Absolutely. All right. I'm going to drop the link. If anyone wants to come in, have a chat with myself or with James, here's the link. Feel free to come in. What's your score prediction?
I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to say it's going to be a goal in it, but I think there could be goals. I think it could be quite free flowing. We're definitely a counter-attack team. I think you guys play a little bit like that now as well. I'm going to say 3-2 Tottenham. I'm going to say 3-2. There's going to be goals. 3-2 Spurs.
There will be goals. I'm going 2-1 Palace. I'm going Edouard Brace.
Okay.
Going Edouard Brace. All right, we've got a few people in the back willing to have to say. Let me get this guy out of the way first. He's a Man United fan. He's probably just here to give you banner.
I don't want to hear no Ronaldo chat. Just saying from that.
What's happening?
I'm glad I'm back. I've been through hell the last few weeks. I gotta tell you, I've been through shit, honestly. But anyway, I'm back.
Yes, I'm
back. And I'm disappointed from you, Taylor, because I hate Arsenal, and you're like, no, I don't want anybody to be banned to Spurs. Come on, man.
Listen, Arsenal are not relevant. That's what I'm trying to say to everyone. Right now, we don't talk about teams down there, man. We don't have to give them any airtime. We don't have to, right? When you keep on, you're kicking a dead animal. There's no need. It's already dead. Let's leave it there. That's what I mean with them. So,
Hamza, what's your thoughts on the Spurs Palace game, though?
It's gonna be a really interesting
Palace
game.
Spurs game, I should say.
It's gonna be a really interesting game because, like, it's one of the games that I'll definitely watch. If it's not in the same time as United Newcastle, because
where the early kickoff?
Oh yeah, so I'll definitely watch that. It's gonna be a really interesting game. It's gonna be really interesting, especially to see how Crystal Palace will line up front. Because Edouard coming in would be very interesting to see if he's gonna change. If Vieira's gonna change like the style of play going forward. It's gonna be interesting as well in Spurs, so we can see like if Son's gonna be fit, Harry Kane, Dele Alli, and Ndombele. He's got some problems as well to solve. So I don't expect loads of goals in it because is it at home Crystal Palace?
Yeah, that's Sellers.
Yeah, so like I don't expect Nuno go for it because like you've parked the bus basically in 3 games. Like you got 9 points. I'll give you credit, but like you got lucky. Like I'm talking serious. Like you've got lucky, and especially that Wolves game. We got out of the Wolves game to be fair, so I'll give you that. But like I don't think Spurs are gonna manage to do. I think if Crystal Palace actually go for it, they're gonna get the win. But if I expect like Patrick Vieira to like hold the ball, keep passing it backwards, and Nuno, of course, he's gonna like not gonna go for it. So like, I feel like it's gonna be a tight game. Like it might finish 1-1, or it might finish 2-1 to Crystal Palace.
It's the smartest thing you said.
If I think if Palace go for it against us, the way we counter attack, we're gonna pick them off for fun. I feel, with the pace we've got.
Not now because now they've got Edward. Now people are underrating this signing because he's a really good signing. He's like a really good header, and they always cross. They always keep crossing, and create chances from outside the box. With Edward, you gotta be careful because your defense now is up to now. It's not that stable. So
We haven't
like
conceded a goal. Just saying. We played Man
what?
City, Wolves. We haven't conceded a goal yet. Just saying, and we played Man City and Wolves.
Man City were shit. Like absolute.
Champions League. Still Champions League. I would
Like,
ask Arsenal fans how poor Man City are because I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna talk about them today. I'm not gonna talk about them today.
All right.
I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. But no, on a serious note, I don't think that Spurs defense, if Palace go for it, will get on hold much long. Like a reminder to you that you're playing away, so it's gonna be the crowd's gonna be electric. Edward, like it's gonna be a really interesting game. It depends on actually on the managers to see if who's gonna play defensive, attacking.
Nah, Hamza, that trip to Dubai has given you a lot more wisdom. You know, that was a very well-rounded description. No banter, no shouting. It was beautiful. A thing of beauty.
You know, I wonder. Like, I had 2 days of vacation, right? Like, we would train 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours afternoon, and like the people there that I friends with, my God, they like. Do you know they're like slightly and they're gonna kill you, right? I was absolutely dying there, dying. But like, anyway,
Keep working hard, my brother. Shout out your channel.
the United community. We're doing a show tomorrow, Fantasy Premier League. Hopefully, Son doesn't play because I risked it all to get the Don Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh boy.
But yeah, Hamza, I'll definitely look to jump on your thing tomorrow. Definitely.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah,
Good.
and hopefully the network is good like now. Hopefully.
No, indeed. All right, Hamza, big up.
See ya.
You got hands on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up a few more comments here because you mentioned pace, and Mark Gay has pace. You know, defensively, I think we'll be all right to cope with and anything in behind, and especially now that Kane drops a lot deeper. You know, I think we'll be fine. Diego C. Palace says his set pieces may be key, and that's another area I think we've improved in defensively as well. You know, so things are looking up. Things are looking up. Right, let's get a few more callers in because you know me, I don't like chatting too much. Mate, big up. I know you're at work and that. Oh, his connection's blipped. All right, when he comes back, I'll bring him in. Yes, Luke.
Hello, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's your thoughts on the game?
I think Palace are going to have a tough game tomorrow. Let's be honest, we are Palace. We never have things the easy. We never have things the easy way. But I think that I would like to win, but I think it'll be a draw.
A score draw or goalless?
I'll take a draw. I'll take a 1-1. Settle. Because if we're playing some of the bigger teams, like the Uniteds, the Cities, the Arsenals, the Liverpools and of this world, I feel like we need to get a draw, 1 point there and there to try and get to that 40 mark point. But considering how many injuries Spurs, we might have a chance of winning. But knowing Palace, we might not do that. But I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for 1-1. I would like a win, but I want Palace to prove me wrong.
Who do you think will get our goal then?
I feel like if Wilford's on it, I think Wilford will do it. And then
Cool.
I think one player we've got to watch out for Spurs is, because I have a Spurs friend, and they say that Lucas Moura is always the best player for them.
He puts in a shift. He definitely puts in a shift every game, and he started for the season really well. I feel, yeah, he could pop up.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Well, Luke, thanks for coming on as always.
thank you. You're welcome.
All right, take it easy.
You too.
Yeah, big up Ferbs. Love the support all the time, my brother. Hope you're doing well. I love this name, by the way. And Nate, I'm going to bring you in a sec. Michael, the Scrub Tarling. Love that name. So I think we might have a repeat of the West Ham game. A crap first half, but great second half. I just want us to have a great game. I don't care how we get the win tomorrow. Not tomorrow, it's on Saturday. I don't care how we get it. I just want us to get it, to be fair. George says Lucas Moura is a hero for Tottenham fans. You know what, to be fair, and I think his hero status kind of rose after the Champions League final because he was hard done by that.
Oh, mate,
He was hard done by.
Oh, this is PTSD for me, mate. yeah. That Champions League, the second half against Ajax.
Big up Pros Only, and don't only subscribe to my channel, go over and subscribe to his too, man. There's some great content on Man United, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna have some things lined up ourselves. So yeah, and LT Nation set piece goal incoming. Has Spurs ever won 4 games at the start of the season?
Nah, we never won 3 before. I don't think. I think that was a record for us. I don't think we won 4 in a row at the start of the season. No, don't think
It is. And J718 says, hopefully because we're at home with our fans, we can surprise people. And hopefully Vatsaki starts or comes on, and hoping for Edward starts. I reckon Edward will start. I'm not too sure about Raksaki, but it would be great if he does. However, let's not rush and getting him in. Let's ease him in, I'll say as well. But it will be good to see him get some minutes. Nate, what do you think? What's up, my bro? I cannot hear you.
Yeah, that sounds new to me.
You know, jump out and jump back in. Yeah. All right. I'm a Palace fan as well, all the way from Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're trying to get global as well. Spurs always have good starts till Christmas, though, don't they? That's the shout, you know.
Yeah, that seems to be our MO region, chiefly. Yeah, we start off seasons quite well, and then once that whole Europa season or when we're in the Champions League, once that starts kicking on a bit, we we go downhill, man. So yeah, it's how we finish is our problem most of the time.
Just quickly, what's your thoughts on this conference league? Like, do you actually care that you're in it?
I do care because listen, the only thing in the recent years that people can come at us and say is we don't win no trophies. It's a chance of winning a trophy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock it. We're in it. Certain other clubs can't even get in that. We're in there. It's a European title. At the end of the day, I don't care what no one says. So yeah, and with the teams that are in there, I feel like we should be looking to definitely make the final.
Cool.
I feel like we're gonna face Jose in that final. I've got just a funny feeling it's gonna happen. But yeah, man. Listen, it's European football. At the end of the day, it can stretch the squad. That's probably the only negative to it, in terms of we can pick up injuries and it's not more traveling than maybe we should be doing. But listen, these players get paid enough. They're professionals. They train properly. I think we've got squad depth to be able to do decent in the Premier League and to get quite far in that as well. So yeah, man, I'm for it, man. I'm gonna try and get to some games hopefully, if I can and whatnot. So yeah, it's a different thing. Should be some good away days for the fans that like to do that. And some home games where we should be able to see some players that maybe wouldn't get starts regularly. Let them, get some confidence and some minutes under their belts, and see how it goes.
Cool. And just before I bring Nate in, just quickly recap who's injured for you.
Definitely. Well, Son, Bergwijn, Oliver Skip are the main ones, and obviously we got the South Americans that are not able to play due to quarantine rules and X, Y, Z. But it's Skip, Son, and Bergwijn in the main three that are injured.
Cool. Yes, Nate. No.
I don't know what to say for that one. Is his phone on? Is it a phone? Is it? I don't know.
I'm assuming so. Yeah.
It might be on different phones on silent or it's a setting. I don't know. And he looks ready as well. Nate. He looks ready to say something as well. So I want to hear what you got to say. He looks ready, man.
This is one of the passionate Palace fans out there. And such. So yeah, hopefully Nate can get that sorted. If Elisa starts or comes on, he's scoring. He's such a good player. He's such a good player.
Yeah.
He'll definitely contribute. As someone that's not from London, how big of a deal is it every time the London teams play each other in the city? I think it depends on the game.
Yeah.
Some clubs make rivalries up that are not there, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
We kind of have that with Brighton. They just want to stay relevant. and obviously they're not on London side, but that's
your rivalry.
They just want to have a rivalry. I don't get it. Same with Charlton. Like, you're a League One side.
Yeah.
A lot. But how big is the North London derby team?
Oh man. Listen. The ones you can't sleep properly the night before, and you're nervous on the day of the game. That's the way I feel. North London derby, it's more bragging rights and banter between like work colleagues, friends, family. Obviously living in London, a lot of people support different London teams and whatnot. And Spurs traditionally is not one of the popular London teams, so I've always growing up been in the minority when it comes to especially coming to North London derby, man. Oh my word, like, but. Yeah, it's a big deal. But what I find though is every London team hates Tottenham, but they won't hate each other the same way they hate Tottenham. So Tottenham, obviously Arsenal is our main rivals, but then we've got a big rivalry with Chelsea as well. That one is, you can't, that one's a massive rivalry. Yeah, West Ham, we blooming hate each other as well. So yeah, when it comes to Tottenham, Chelsea, Tottenham, West Ham, Tottenham, Arsenal, those are serious games where we get upset if we're losing that. Yeah, we get upset. But Palace is no real rivalry. Tottenham and Palace, I wouldn't say it's a rivalry as such.
I wouldn't say so.
Same like Brentford's, Watford's. No rivalry. Obviously, it's nice. Bragging rights, nice to get the win and whatnot. But the main ones for Spurs would be Arsenal, West Ham, Chelsea. Those three. Damn. Nah.
Diego C. Palace, I really hope we can get a result, boy, because by the sounds of it, your manager is just gonna give it to you come Monday.
Big up your manager. There you go. Big him up. Big him up. Big up. Big up.
So we get the 3 points, or at least a point, And yeah, absolutely. With the injuries and the breaking of rules, Spurs have quite a few players out, and it does give us a big chance. So yeah, Nate, listen, big up anyway, because I know you were trying to jump on. Obviously, the mic just weren't with it today. My boy Ferb said that you got the mic from Wish. You know, but you know what? I think I've covered everything.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah, I think we've covered everything. Yeah. Listen, it's going to be an exciting game, and no word of a lie, I'm so happy it's the afternoon kickoff. I've got 3 weddings in the next 4 weeks.
It's that season. It's that because everyone's got the backlog in it from COVID, so everyone's
mad. And it's all from like Steph's side as well. Like,
yeah, got it twice.
So it's man. Normally, obviously, I'll be playing football on a Saturday, but I can't even do that for like 3 or 4 weeks. So it's going to be a bit mad. But we'll still look to do match reactions on Saturday. I don't know what time we'll be back from this wedding, but I'll still look to do it Saturday. If I can't do it Saturday, I'll do it as part of my Get Amp show on Sunday night. So JT, if you're available to come and like review the game, feel free to jump on.
Yeah, Sunday night. Yeah.
You know, if I can't do it this match review Saturday, I'll do it on Sunday night.
Sunday, I'm definitely around Sunday.
Cool. Either way, come down, come up, come on the show and stuff. So yeah, guys, as always, thank you for the support, man. Let me just hit these last comments. As I said, area specific or historically specific derbies are nasty. Western v Millwall, that's a horrible derby. That's a horrible one. Chelsea v Arsenal, Palace v Charlton or Millwall, Chelsea v Spurs, Arsenal v Spurs are big games. You know, Millwall versus anyone gets smart.
Yeah, well, yeah. Even us and Millwall is a bit of a mad one. Yeah. So Millwall just Millwall, man.
This is it. But yeah, listen, thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for interacting in the comment section. As stream ends, like the stream, share the channel, please, guys. Would love to continue this. Like this platform, grow it. I would love it to grow some more. I'd love to get some more Palace fans to come and say their words. I'm not forcing anyone. It'd be just great to speak Palace. And as always, I want to speak to fans from different clubs as always. You know, so big up to JT for coming on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Love as always. And can't wait for you to start your NFL channel because I need to come on that too.
Listen, I'm slacking because season starts tonight, so I'm getting ready for that right now.
This is it.
Yeah,
well, man. You know what? Tomorrow night I'm gonna do a show. It's talking about college football and stuff. So if we do it live, I'll let you know if you can jump on. Come speak.
Jump on that.
I'll do that with Santiago. So and if it's not live, I'll let you know when it comes out.
No problem.
But guys, lots of love from myself. Thank you, James, once again for coming on. Yes,
come on, you Spurs. Sorry, Rich.
Behave yourself. I'll kick you out. Listen, massive game Saturday lunchtime. Come on the Palace. I believe 2-1 win. I feel it. I feel this is the time. Everything is working in our favor. It must be now. Listen, guys, like, share, subscribe to Eagle Eyed Football. Love you all. I'm out.